Coins might seem ordinary, but some state quarters have transformed into extraordinary treasures. Hidden in plain sight, these rare quarters hold incredible stories and values that continue to amaze collectors around the world. Let's uncover the rarest and most valuable quarters that every coin enthusiast dreams of finding. In the world of coin collecting, there are moments when a coin that seems ordinary at first glance reveals something deeper, an unexpected story, a striking design, and sometimes, even significant value. One of these moments happened in 2018, when the U.S. Mint quietly released a quarter into circulation. It didn't come with fanfare or headlines, but it quickly captured the attention of collectors. It's a coin that doesn't just represent a place, it carries the soul of that place. This is the story of the 2018 Cumberland Island National Seashore Quarter. Picture the windswept shores of Georgia. The air is heavy with salt, and the sun flickers through the branches of ancient oak trees. Wild horses move along untouched beaches. There are no cities here, no traffic, just open sky, rustling marsh grass, and the sound of birds in flight. This is Cumberland Island, and this is what the quarter seeks to capture. Cumberland Island is Georgia's largest and southernmost barrier island, protected as a national seashore since 1972. It's remote and mostly untouched, accessible only by ferry. With no roads or hotels, visitors walk or bike across its trails, discovering ruins of once grand mansions, peaceful forests, and beaches that stretch for miles. It's a place where history and nature live side by side, undisturbed. To honor this unique landscape, the U.S. Mint featured a scene as serene as the island itself. The coin's reverse shows a snowy egret perched on a branch, wings spread in a moment of stillness or perhaps just before flight. Its long feathers curve with grace, and behind it, a quiet salt marsh unfolds. The scene feels calm yet powerful, just like the island. The design was created by artist Donna Weaver and sculpted by an engraver at the Mint, combining artistic vision with technical skill. Their goal was to make the coin not just a tribute, but a reflection of the island's character, peaceful, proud, and wild. This quarter was part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a series launched in 2010 that ran through 2021. Each year, 5 coins were released, each highlighting a different national park or historic site. In 2018, Georgia's featured site was Cumberland Island, and the coin joined a lineage of quarters that celebrated the diverse beauty of the United States. Millions of these quarters were minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints for everyday circulation. But special versions were also produced at the San Francisco Mint, including proof and uncirculated coins with sharper details and finer finishes. There was even a limited edition 5-ounce silver version, a large, stunning piece made for collectors, with intricate design and a mirror-like surface. What makes the Cumberland Island Quarter especially exciting is how it bridges the gap between art, nature, and value. Most people don't look closely at the coins in their change. But this one stands out. And for collectors, that's where things get interesting. Over time, the Cumberland Island Quarter has developed a reputation as one of the more desirable coins in the series. Not just because of its limited versions or striking design, but because of its scarcity in certain conditions. Coins with no wear, pristine edges, and flawless detail, especially from the San Francisco Mint or in silver, are valued far beyond their face value. While a standard version might still be worth just 25 cents, special editions in perfect condition, their coin value could be in the thousands. Even among the standard circulation versions, there are surprises. Some coins may have been struck with small minting errors, slight misalignments, doubling of letters, or tiny imperfections invisible to most. To an experienced eye, these variations can make a coin significantly more valuable. It's these little mysteries, these hidden details, that turn everyday pocket change into treasures. But the value of this coin isn't just about condition or rarity. It's also about connection, to history, to the environment, to a place most people will never visit. Cumberland Island represents something rare in our modern world: stillness, space, and preservation. Holding this coin can feel like holding a reminder of that, of nature's quiet strength. Collectors and enthusiasts know that coins are more than currency. They're miniature time capsules, each one telling a story. Some tell of presidents and wars. Others, like this one, tell the story of a place untouched by time. The Cumberland Island Quarter is one of those coins, simple in size, but vast in meaning, and here's the fascinating part, many people don't even realize they might have one. These coins still circulate. They're still found in change, slipped into vending machines, dropped into tip jars. Yet some versions, quietly sitting in a drawer or jar, are already worth much more than their face value. If you know what to look for, mint marks, condition, special finishes, you just might discover that you're holding something exceptional. So the next time you pick up a quarter, stop and take a closer look. Look for the egret, wings open, tall and poised. Check the year, 2018. See if it's one of the special versions, or if it's unusually sharp and uncirculated. Because if it is, its coin value could be far higher than you'd expect. In a world where so much fades fast, the Cumberland Island Quarter reminds us of the value of what lasts. Of wild coastlines and flying birds. Of stories etched in metal. Of beauty you can hold in your hand. It's not just a coin. It's a glimpse into a quieter America, a celebration of natural grace, and, perhaps, a treasure worth keeping. The next rare quarter might just be one you've never given a second thought. It looks like any other quarter at first glance, passes through vending machines without resistance, and jingles in change pockets unnoticed. But behind its ordinary appearance lies an extraordinary story, one carved in the red rocks of the American Southwest and reaching into the high deserts of Arizona. The 2008 Arizona State Quarter is more than a coin. It's a treasure, a mystery, and for some lucky holders, a ticket to thousands of dollars. Released in 2008 as part of the U.S. Mint's monumental 50 State Quarters program, the Arizona Quarter came toward the end of the series, but it left a lasting impression. It was designed to showcase not just Arizona's rugged beauty, but its iconic identity. And what better way to capture that than through the Grand Canyon and the saguaro cactus, two natural symbols that speak of time, endurance, and untamed spirit. The reverse side of the coin is a snapshot of Arizona's soul. The Grand Canyon stretches in layered shadows, vast and breathtaking, while a saguaro cactus rises in the foreground, tall, spiny, and unmistakably Western. Below them reads, Grand Canyon State, and above, the proud year of statehood, 1912. It's a bold design, both artistic and symbolic. One that proudly stands out among the rest in the State Quarter series. But while millions of these coins made their way into circulation, a tiny fraction carried a secret. One that only the most observant noticed. This wasn't a design choice, it was an accident. A minting error that created an extra cactus leaf near the base of the cactus. A little bump of metal where there shouldn't be one. A small, almost unnoticed flaw that changed the fate of this coin forever. The error happened due to a die break. A tiny fracture in the die used to stamp the coin, which caused extra metal to appear during minting. In the world of numismatics, these are known as cuds, and while they're technically flaws, they're anything but worthless. These unexpected features turn ordinary coins into collector obsessions. And for the Arizona Quarter, this added leaf has become one of the most hunted variations in the entire 50-state series. Out of over 500 million Arizona quarters minted, only a tiny number carry this rare minting mistake. That rarity is what makes the difference between a 25-cent coin and a high-value collectible. The extra cactus leaf quarter has become a legend among error coin hunters, an anomaly that combines a popular series, iconic American imagery, and the thrill of the unexpected. What makes this even more intriguing is that many people have likely handled one of these error coins without realizing it. They're out there. In old coin jars, in purses, mixed in rolls at banks. They move through hands unnoticed, until someone takes the time to look closer. That's when the real discovery begins. Collectors are always on the lookout for clean examples, coins with sharp details, minimal wear, and full visibility of the error. Even among the already rare error group, condition matters. A coin with a well-defined extra leaf in mint or near-mint condition is significantly more desirable and commands a much higher price. These error coins have appeared in collections and been professionally graded, sealed in cases as certified rarities. And when a coin reaches this level of recognition in the collector world, its price reflects more than just silver content or age. It reflects demand, scarcity, and the unique nature of the error. That's where true value enters the picture, that it's not just seasoned numismatists who are drawn to this coin. Casual collectors, hobbyists, even people who've never thought much about coins have become captivated by the idea of a quarter that could be worth far more than pocket change. The Arizona quarter with the extra leaf has become something of a myth, one people want to believe they'll find. This coin has everything a collector dreams of: mass circulation, which gives it accessibility, a beautiful and symbolic design, which gives it character, and a well-documented, visible error, which gives it value. It's the perfect storm of coin collecting. And as awareness has grown, so has the hunt. That what's truly compelling is the message this coin carries. It's not just a design etched in metal. It's a reminder to pay attention, to look closely, to find value where others overlook it. Coins like the 2008 Arizona quarter remind us that even something as small and familiar as change can hide unexpected surprises. And now comes the moment collectors and enthusiasts lean in for. What is this coin actually worth? If you have the standard 2008 Arizona quarter, it's still a beautiful piece of the 50-state quarter series, a keepsake of the Grand Canyon State. But if you have the rare version with the extra cactus leaf, especially one in excellent condition, the story changes. This small minting error has elevated the coin to elite status. And today, its value is no longer just symbolic. It's real. Tangible. Collectors across the country have placed it among the most desirable state quarters ever minted. The value of the 2008 Arizona state quarter with the extra cactus leaf error has reached an astonishing number. This once overlooked coin, bearing a simple desert scene and an accidental leaf, has been valued at up to $34,000. Let that sink in. From your pocket to a display case, from pocket change to high-value collectible, the journey of the Arizona quarter shows us that there's more to a coin than meets the eye. Whether you're a dedicated collector or just someone who checks their change, this coin offers a reason to look again. Because you never know, the next rare quarter might already be in your hands. Up next, our third rare state quarter of today's video brings us to the sun-drenched deserts and snow-capped peaks of the American West. A coin that doesn't just sit quietly in a drawer, it gallops across history, bursting with motion, myth, and unmistakable symbolism. The 2006 Nevada state quarter may seem like a simple piece of change at first glance, but for collectors and enthusiasts, it holds an energy and value few expect, and in rare cases, a staggering price that's hard to believe. This isn't just another quarter. It's a tribute to a place where freedom still echoes across the open plains. While many state quarters showcase buildings, borders, or icons, Nevada's design tells a more vivid story. It captures a moment, a wild, untamed moment, when three Mustangs thunder across the land, their manes whipping in the wind, hooves pounding the ground with a force that feels alive. Behind them, jagged mountains rise like silent guardians, watching over the land. At their feet, sagebrush, the state flower, sprouts low and rugged, as if to say, only the toughest thrive here. Above it all, the silver state gleams proudly. Every detail on this coin feels intentional, rich with symbolism and heart. The coin debuted in January 2006, the first of that year's releases in the U.S. Mint's 50-state quarters program. It was the 36th quarter in the series and carried all the weight of a state steeped in history, one born during the Civil War, driven by silver mines, and transformed by decades of grit and reinvention. Nevada is a place of contradictions: blistering heat and snow-capped summits, ghost towns and glowing casinos, solitude and spectacle. The quarter chose to tell the story of the land, not the lights. And in doing so, it became something unforgettable. The U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of these quarters, at the Philadelphia and Denver mints for circulation, and at the San Francisco Mint for collector-grade proofs and silver issues. Most people spent them without a second thought. They passed through wallets, change jars, parking meters, soda machines. But a handful of these coins, they took a different path. Among the vast sea of Nevada quarters, some were born a little different, coins with subtle minting errors or signs of striking anomalies. Others were pulled from proof sets and preserved in near-perfect condition, their surfaces untouched by wear or time. And some, simply by luck, were stored carefully and unknowingly for years, only to be discovered later by curious eyes: die cracks, off-center strikes, doubled lettering, these are just some of the rare features that have made specific Nevada quarters stand out to collectors. Combine one of these errors with an already limited proof version, and suddenly, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a rare piece of modern American history, and collectors. They've taken notice. The Nevada quarter stands out not just because of its artwork, but because it captures something emotional. Something many other coins miss. It connects people to the idea of the West, raw, powerful, and free. The coin is more than metal. It's a small window into the mythic past, and for collectors, that connection is priceless. It's also what's driven its value up over the years. High-grade examples have gone on to be certified by top grading services, housed in airtight slabs, labeled as near perfect, and tracked by collectors around the world. These aren't coins that sit quietly in a coin jar anymore. They're museum-worthy pieces, and while most people glance past quarters without a second thought, those in the know understand that a coin like this, especially with the right grade, the right strike, and the right story, is something entirely different. Now, if you've got a 2006 Nevada State Quarter tucked away somewhere, a coin that looks unusually sharp, unusually flawless, or just a little different from the rest, it might be worth far more than you think, because here's the part everyone's been waiting for. Among all the state quarters released from 1999 to 2008, the Nevada Quarter has quietly risen in status. It has gone from being one of the most artistic coins in the set, to one of the most valuable in its rarest and most pristine form, with the right error, the right condition, and the right collector interest. The 2006 Nevada State Quarter has been valued at up to $38,000. That's right. $38,000. For one quarter. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? Something so small, so seemingly ordinary, reaching such an extraordinary value. But that's what makes coin collecting so fascinating. It's the hidden gems, the ones that slip past us unnoticed, that hold the most powerful stories. So as you're going through your change, flipping through old folders, or dusting off a box of coins in the attic, take a moment to look. You never know what you might find. That wild Mustang racing across your Nevada quarter. It might just be galloping toward a future far more valuable than you expected, because in the world of state quarters, this one doesn't just stand tall, it runs free. And sometimes, that's exactly where the treasure lies. Now, we are going to explore one of the most valuable state quarters in the entire series, a coin that carries a story far richer than its small size might suggest. This isn't just any ordinary quarter you find in your pocket, it's a coin that holds a connection to history, heritage, and the spirit of a state, and its true value might just surprise you. The coin we're focusing on today is the 2001 Rhode Island State Quarter. Rhode Island, the smallest state in the United States, might not be the first place that comes to mind when you think of American history or natural beauty. But when you look closely at its quarter, you'll see something far from small or simple. Released as part of the U.S. Mint's celebrated 50 State Quarters program, this coin was designed to honor Rhode Island's deep-rooted maritime culture and its beautiful coastal landscape. The 50 State Quarters program itself was a monumental undertaking, spanning a decade from 1999 to 2008, releasing 5 new quarter designs every year. The idea was to honor each state's unique history and culture, creating a collectible series that captured the diversity of the nation. Rhode Island's Quarter was released in 2001, the third year of the program, and it quickly became a favorite among collectors and casual users alike. Unlike many other state quarters that feature historic buildings, famous people, or animals, Rhode Island's design takes a quieter, more elegant approach. The quarter depicts a vintage sailboat gracefully gliding across the water, a timeless symbol of the ocean state's connection to sailing and seafaring life. This imagery isn't random. Rhode Island's coastline has always been a central part of its identity, with a rich tradition of shipbuilding, fishing, and competitive sailing. The sailboat on the quarter reflects that history beautifully. Behind the sailboat, the majestic Claiborne-Pell-Newport Bridge stands tall. This iconic suspension bridge, completed in 1969, connects the city of Newport to the mainland and is one of the longest bridges in New England. Its sweeping arches symbolize both a literal and metaphorical link between the past and the present, embodying Rhode Island's balance between tradition and progress. The phrase, "the ocean state," rests gently along the edge, perfectly completing the tranquil scene, when this coin was released in 2001, millions were minted and quickly put into circulation across the country. For many, it was just another piece of change, a quarter used for parking meters, vending machines, and quick purchases. But for collectors and numismatists, this coin began to reveal something special. Some Rhode Island quarters stood out because of their exceptional condition, while others showcased rare minting variations or errors that turned them into prized collectibles. These subtle features make all the difference. Certain coins show evidence of doubling in the bridge or the sail's mast, details so faint that they often go unnoticed but can skyrocket a coin's value. Doubling is a type of mint error where design elements appear twice due to a misalignment during the minting process. Collectors treasure these double die coins because they are unique and relatively rare. Others come from limited proof sets, preserved in pristine condition and shielded from the wear of everyday life. These proof coins were specially struck for collectors using polished dies and planchets, resulting in coins with sharper details and mirror-like backgrounds. And then there are those rare gems with perfectly struck surfaces, sharp details, and brilliant luster, coins so flawless they almost seem too good to be true. Collectors don't just value this quarter for its rarity, they also appreciate its artistry and the story it tells. The elegant sailboat and the iconic bridge evoke a sense of calm and nostalgia, perfectly capturing the spirit of Rhode Island's coastal heritage. It's a design that feels timeless, almost like a miniature work of art, rather than just a simple coin. Over the years, interest in this quarter has grown dramatically. As collectors chase after high-grade examples and unusual mint errors, the supply of these rare coins becomes even more limited. This scarcity, combined with the coin's artistic appeal, has led to a steady rise in its value. If you're lucky enough to own a 2001 Rhode Island State quarter in exceptional condition, or one that bears a notable mint error, it could be worth far more than you might expect. While most quarters are worth only their face value, or perhaps a bit more to collectors, these rare coins can command prices that seem almost unbelievable. Coins like this don't make headlines every day, but when they do, it reminds us all why coin collecting is so fascinating. A coin that once changed hands for a quarter now holds the power to change a collector's life. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the rarest and most valuable 2001 Rhode Island State quarter has been valued at an astonishing $49,000. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes, the smallest things can hold the greatest treasures. So next time you handle a Rhode Island quarter, take a moment to look closely. You might just be holding something truly priceless. And that wraps up our deep dive into some of the rarest and most valuable state quarters you might come across. It's amazing how much history and hidden value can be packed into a single small coin. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, collectibles, and hidden treasures, don't forget to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos. Also, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever found a rare coin or something valuable in your change? Drop a comment below and share your story. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.